Hey guys, Resin Maniacs YouTubers, welcome back to another edition of Out of the Box with Shakey Dave, produced and presented by Resin Maniacs. Here's what we have today. My favorite box. We all know and love this box that you see when you get home from work or when you wake up on a Saturday, the priority mail box. The other reason why I like it is I'm a small-time kit producer, and these are the kind of boxes I use to send my kits. If you get a kit from me, Trioxin Models, it's going to be in one of these because, well, it's easier, and I produce garage kits, not prepaints. But nonetheless, what we have for you today is Needful Things Hellboy. Or is it Dark Carnival's Hellboy? Needful Carnival's Hellboy, produced by Dark Things. So we're going to open it up, and as you can see, I've already been in it. I couldn't wait to check it out. I'm a huge Hellboy fan. Oddly enough, just to the movies because the comics bore me, but that's neither here nor there. Hellboy's a great character. And this kit is based on the Ron Perlman movie edition. So as you can see, opening up the box, we have a nice round base, but it's not boring. It's very cool. It's got the BPRD emblem on it. And it's really neat. It's got some good weight to it as well too. Checking out the castings of it right out the gate. We're looking at just a little ring of flash around from where it was poured, excuse me. And that's it. Everything looks aces. So I just take a Dremel, smooth that down. We're good to go. That's after a hot soapy bath, of course. All right, let's slide this aside and start checking it out. Here we're looking at a nice hefty torso. And just right away, you're checking out a nice, just fluid stance. So, and it's good, got good heft. I love a kit with some good heft, but not too heavy. Here we're also going to check out the legs. Now, your kit does come well packed, wrapped in the nice paper. And here, out of the box with Resin Maniacs, what we're going to do is we're going to try to stay out of the box and just open it in front of you, but I couldn't wait to get this in my midst. So you'll see a couple of kits here and there that are like this, but trust me, this was very well packed. And looking again right out of the gate, we're looking at a little bit of a mold line there. Nothing major at all. And you're looking at your typical little bit of flash on the bottom of the feet. A lot of times that'll be because it's due to a pour spout or air hole or a pour spout air hole, with what have you. And that's quite common. A lot of times just zip that down kind of smooth and you can't see it. But looking at the quality of that, so far, we're aces. So we're going to do a little more digging in the box here and pull out a nice big bag of parts. You know you love this part. You just like, it's kid at Christmas every time, but it's any time of year because you're a grown up and can treat yourself. So we're going to get into this big bag of parts, and we're going to go with what we always start with, the head. Because that's the one thing you want to grab at and see what's happening here is what's going on with your head, you know, the likeness. And we're looking at it, and this is sculpted by Sean Nagel and David Grant. And looking at the head, it's very nice. I really like it. The only thing I'm noticing, I don't see a whole lot of Ron Perlman with it, but it seems to be more of a capture of Hellboy as a character. But when you put it on, when you place it on, man, that just has that, you know, just that badass look to it. So Hellboy is a great character. And now that I'm checking out the profile, so I would say this is a very nice likeness, very good likeness. Like I said, it does seem to be more the character of Hellboy as opposed to Ron Perlman as Hellboy, but I do see a lot of the movie likeness in there. And by being more of the character, that's not off-putting to me at all. This is a really badass piece so far. So next, we're going to check out the rod, or right hand of doom. What you're looking at here is very nice, a little bit of flash in there, easily dremeled out for a good connection. And he seems to be holding a tentacle. Now, the few times I did read the comic and watch the movies, you're going to see he fights a lot of tentacle-y things. Maybe the writers like H.P. Lovecraft, I don't know. So we're looking at the connection here. And the connection, you got a little bit of flash on the ends and in there. So the connection doesn't, right out of the box, doesn't go on super smooth. That's fine though, because kits are going to take some work. Don't get too spoiled. I mean, molding, casting and molding and all that good stuff has reached a new level. This is at that new level as well too, compared to what they used to be in the 90s. If you did kits in the 90s, you'll remember. But this is nothing out of the ordinary for you know, molding and casting quality. Like I said, you just got that piece of, like a flash nipple there and a little bit of flash around there. Dremel that out, sand that smooth. You're gonna have a pin, you're ready to rock. So what we're looking at here is bam, 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 bam. And that's just a big damn kit so far. Now we're gonna check out the Samaritan. Now, here's the great part. The Samaritan is actually removable from the hand. I just broke my thumb. I got too excited. I broke my thumb. Can you believe that? I broke my thumb. So, let me compose myself. This is embarrassing. It's our 3rd episode, and I'm already screwing everything up. So, looking at the sculpt of the hand, it's wonderful, except he's got a broken thumb. Building the kit, when I first pulled it out of the box, I got all excited. I was like, ooh, and I put the gun right into the hand. And being, I guess, a little nervous for the camera, I'm like, and I broke the thumb. Oh, what a maroon. But it does have a nice fit. As you can tell, it's a quite snug fit because I broke the fucking thumb. But anyway, let's set the hand aside and check out the Samaritan. Very nice sculpt. It's very clean, very slick. And I know a lot of times sculpting mechanical things can be hard because everything's straight. It is what it is. If something's a little off, it's going to show. The Samaritan does have that very wide grip handle, much like it does in the movie. And it's the kind of wide grip handle, if you get too excited pulling it out, you could break the thumb. Looking at the hand, it's bored out very large to fit the wide grip handle. The reason why it's bored out so large is, well, yeah, to fit the wide grip handle, but that way, see, you see there's a little air on the side, so you can turn it and slide it so you don't break your thumb. And we're looking at a sculpt here of the fingers. Getting in there, there's a little flash around there. Get in there with the hobby knife, some sanding files, and your aces. Trim off a little bit of that flash, pin it, you're ready to rock. Now what we're looking at is the fun parts, is all his pouches and what have yous. Now, with these pouches, they're very simple. You could go on, check out like Google or a Hellboy art book and check out where they're specifically located. You could add all 5 or you could add 2. It's whatever you wish. And look at it, just a little bit of flash on the back and trim that off. And you're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pouches go there. And again, like I said, you could go as far as to only put 2 on and make these into something else, or you could apply them as you see fit. Tail, easy, bam, hey, look, the tail's on. And I didn't break the thumb with the tail doing it. So, looking at the casting of the tail, we got a little bit of flash, and that's mainly all I'm coming across with this kit so far is flash. No real air bubbles or anything happening. It's so far very nice. Well, I got 1 air bubble there on the bead, but most likely that is no matter to me, because what I would do with the kit when I plan to build it is I'm going to Dremel that off and go to Hobby Lobby or Michael's, get some little beads and a little cross and make a real hanging one. Because the great thing about a Hellboy kit is you can make little doodads and ornaments and oracles and little like religious or science fiction type things to hang off his belt, and it always looks really good. Even add things that weren't even in the movie, because through his adventures he uses many different types of small artifacts. And what we're looking at here is some big old tentacles, and I imagine one of these connects to this. Could it be that one? And it is. And it connects to there. So apparently he's got a hold of a tentacle and he's about to TCB on it. And you can already see in the base that we first opened, you have 3 areas for the tentacles to be placed. Looking at the casting on the tentacles, they can be tricky to cast because of the little suction cups. A lot of times they won't cast well. So far, all these are still very well defined. Couple little air bubbles in them, but a lot of times with small things like that, you're gonna get that. Mold lines are, once again, real simple to take care of, and a little bit of flash, and you can do some pinning. You're ready to rock. This is the biggest piece of flash I found on the whole entire kit, and it's gone, so I'm not worried about it anymore. And once again, we're looking at, I have to say, on a whole, molding casting quality, I'd say it's very good, a step above average, or right around there. So right around average, a little up. And the reason why I say a little up is because I only found like 3-4 air bubbles. But then again, I'm very forgiving on quality because I've built a resin from the grave kit. Let's set this aside, and what we're going to check out now is the tentacles, and you could very easily, you know, set them, and as you do test fitting and building, figure where your tentacles are going to go. And what a really good thing about this is before paint, I would set the head permanently and putty the neck, and that's going to be fine to paint. But what I like about what the guys at Needful Things did is this whole kit, aside from that, can pretty much be painted in sub-assemblies. I like painting in sub-assemblies. You could very easily make a large pin for the waist so you can hold it, and you can concentrate on just the head and the body. Then you can take just the rod with a pin and concentrate on just the rod. You can then, because you can hide where the tentacle connects in the hand, you can paint just that and then attach it after. Same goes here. You could easily sculpt your aves or putty, what have you, with a very large wrinkle and hide that. I like, anytime I'm building a kit, I look at the best sub-assembly paint up I can do. Same thing with the hand. You keep it on a small pin here, you can paint it, and you're looking at, once you've cleaned it up and assembled it, you're going to hide your seams. These seams all hide naturally. This kit retails for $180, and it's just $180. I mean, you're looking at $180. A lot of 6th scale figures, 5th scale figures do this. This is more, I'd say it's about a 1/5 size, but Hellboy's a big guy, so you could almost even say he's 1/6. But when we're looking at this guy, we're setting him here to here. I mean, already we got a monster on our hands, and then we crown him here. Now look at that pose. Very heroic. And what I like about it is it's almost like a stance, like he's posing, but there's still a little motion suggested in it. Bam, there's a 12-inch ruler right there. And I just said bam, so you know I mean business. But you're looking at a kit that is easily over 12 inches tall. And that's not including the base. Including the base, you're way up there. And again, this cleanup on this take you a day or so. Other than that, you could get right to rocking and rolling. In fact, I think what'll take the longest on the paint would just be getting everything, you know, these guys pinned and ready to roll, and then painting all that. But you can go to Hobby Lobby, buy the nice little hooks and loops, and actually glue them like up under there to hang different beads and things like that off of. But I'm very impressed with this kit. It'll be a fun build. Do contact Dark Carnival at dkcarnival@aol.com. This kit is only $180. That is a steal for a monster of a freaking kit. Get a hold of them. Please tune in. And if you'd like us to review one of your kits, please get a hold of us on the Resin Maniacs board on Facebook. Thanks for tuning in. And if you're not a Resin Maniac, that's not our problem.